Carl, good 3 points. First home game of the season, new stadium. First couple of goals turned out well, but in the end, the weather, I think, even played a good part.
Yeah, look, I think both sets of players struggled with the humid conditions, and the pitch as well. The pitch was a little bit slow, which made it difficult. Surprising, amount of rain we had today, and then the pitch was so dry, so it was a bit surprising for the players. But it was a difficult game. They made it very difficult for us, and we didn't make the most of the opportunities that we created. We had enough opportunities there to score 3 or 4 goals, and we need to, it's something that we're working on at training, but it's something that we need to start implementing in games, because we can't, make it so nervous, just not for the staff, but also for our fans. I'm sure they would have preferred us to have put the game to bed earlier.
Just heard Ben Halloran's post-match interview. He said that maybe the players are getting a bit jittery towards the end, thinking about not winning in the earlier three games. Did that seem to come across? There was maybe doubt in their mind to finish the game off? Yeah,
I would say it was more of a tiredness, I think. As I say, there was it was energy sapping today, and it was a lot of transition today. So there was a lot of long runs from both teams, going from box to box. So that takes a lot of energy out as well. So yeah, no, look, the boys still have the belief, and it was just, it's excellent just to get the 3 points at home. We know how important it is, and the stadium looked good, it sounded good, and that's a big. I can't wait to when we have a night game here.
So the 2 goals, you actually forced Glory into errors, and I noticed throughout the match there was minutes where you're pressing, dropping, and is that the game plan?
Yeah, look, we had certain triggers for when we wanted to press them in certain areas. And when we got it right, we pinched the ball off them and created opportunities. And when we didn't get it right, we then had to defend, quite deep in our own area.
Well, you mentioned all those the chances that you create. Obviously, positive that you are creating those chances. You mentioned quite often that it's the final ball. When you're working in that and discussing that, is it actually the final ball you need to work on, or do you think is it the lead up and players getting into the right positions to help with that final ball?
Yeah, look, it's, as you say, we're putting the balls in the areas that we want them to go into. It's just about getting the timing right from the players, and when the opportunity arises, just having that little bit of composure to finish it. I've always said, it's very difficult to score goals. It's something, that we're working extremely hard on. We've got Damien Murray that's been working non-stop with our attacking players to make it more repeatable for their finishing. We spend a lot of time working on that, so it'll take time, and hopefully, we'll start to see the good work that he's been putting in with them.
I thought Harry did really well out wide tonight as well, but obviously having Ben playing in that number 10 role, you don't have Ben Halloran out there, but I think Harry's done a good job. Is there another option or any other kind of combinations you can think of for choice down that right-hand side in the number 10?
Yeah, look, it's, the reason we've got Benny playing more central at the moment is because we want a little bit more speed from that line in there, and Ben has that, and he's got the quality with his technique as well. So, and then Harry, brings that aggressive running that he has, and he's been excellent in those last 2 games playing in that unusual role for him, because we've brought him in as a right back, but he's taken to that wing position very well.
Essentially, there's 2 games before you go on pre-season again, so it's a weird scenario. So how are you going to program this? And I mean, what do you say to the boys? I think you got Western away, obviously the champion, then Victory here, and then you've got 4
weeks. Yep.
So what happens?
Yeah, look, it's a difficult one, but we have such a long pre-season. It's more of a mini break for us, so that could be good to freshen the players up. And it's good for us because we've got Zach Clough with a long injury, so that gives him time to get back. So it is what it is. We'll play the next 2 games, then we'll have a 5-6 day break with the boys to recover and refresh, and then we'll come back in and get ourselves ready for a big push for the back half of the season.
Well done, guys. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.